Because we talked about lamenting kind of the way America's going and stuff like that. And you, in the film, there's a scene where your character, anyway, um, and you did say that this was true. I saw in another place, I think in the Vanity Fair article that they did to you, which I didn't think was very fair, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, you go to this group of children, you rescue some of them, and you leave
Yeah.
some of them there because you can't take all of them,
Right,
and then you
right.
return. Many of them, if not all of them, were killed.
Right.
And there's that scene in the movie, and then after that, you go back home, and you're having a hard time assimilating to life back in America, life with your family, and all that stuff. And I almost relate to that because my missionary career is nothing like yours. I'm a short-term missionary. I've taken people on mission trips in the past, but it's hard to go back to normal once you've seen the way things are going on in the rest of the world. So in that scene, I'll paint the picture, and then I kind of want to just hear what it was like for you to assimilate in that scene. After experiencing what you experienced in the Sudan and then coming back home, your daughter's asking whether or not she can get a limo for prom, and you just blow up, go off the handle, and because you're still reeling from what you just saw, and it's almost like, at least in my head, I would be thinking, you're asking here and fighting about a limo, and I just saw a pile of dead bodies of little black babies that have just been murdered.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have much of a relationship with my daughter. And a lot of it now is because me and her mom split up.
Right.
But, I watched a movie here just a few months ago. And in the movie, the guy made the comment that really meant so much to me. He said, it's hard to be a hero and a father. So maybe I wasn't that good of a father, but I saved a lot of children. And I don't think you could put a price on either one. Both of my brothers were good fathers. Maybe I wasn't there, but I saved thousands of children. Now I just wished my daughter would see that same movie, And, not too much more to say on it.
No, I understand that. And I know it's cost you a lot. I think that's what people don't see. And it's probably one of the things that even if you told them, they'll never get.
Well, part 2, Machine Gun Preacher. A lot of people says, well, what's so big about part 2? And I want all Christians to hear this. I never quit. That's what's so big about part 2.
Yeah.
I had over $30 million go through my hands. I don't even have $10,000 in the bank in my own personal account.
Yeah, I wonder if people really get this, because I don't know how to communicate this, but sometimes Christians have an idealized version of the world. And maybe there's some merit to that because we believe in hope, we believe in restoration, but we also live incredibly bubble wrapped lives.
Yeah.
And so when we hear that a guy like you that even has a temper, or a tough guy, or a guy with a gun, and it's hard for us to think about, and we say, oh, well, don't judge people, but then we're quick to judge people that we don't understand. We always judge what we don't understand. And I think having the experience of being able to go to Africa and being able to go to some of these countries changes my perspective on what I think about Scripture and what I think about the world and what I think about Jesus, and all that stuff. So to hear that you've had personal struggles, well, guess what? Every single person on the planet has.
Absolutely.
And very few people have seen the things that you've seen.
Yeah.
And that's a weight to carry, and people don't realize that because they've never experienced it.
Well, if you look at the movie Sniper, you brought it up. That guy, in my book, is a real hero.
For sure.
I mean,
you are
he
too.
is. No, but he's a real hero. He fought for our country. And, I mean, he could have come home many times, but he chose to stay there. But it was hard for him to function anywhere else besides there. And I mean, I knew exactly in the parts of the movie where he just didn't feel at home, I knew how he felt, where the parts of the movie where he was not a good dad.
Yeah.
I knew how he felt. But you want to know something? His children need to realize their dad was a hero.
Yeah.
He might have not have been a dad. You know, what people dream this fairy tale dad is.
Yeah.
But their dad was a hero. And one of my kids in Africa, I looked over one day, and he had a shirt on. And I had to look twice because the shirt said, "My dad is a hero." And it made me start to cry.
Yeah.
You know, here's one of the kids in Africa wearing this shirt that came through old clothes, you know, that we brought in, and it said, "My dad is a hero."
Catch new episodes of Indie Thinker with Reed Uberman for free right now by going to YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Simply type Indie Thinker with Reed Uberman in the search bar and click on my face. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to stay informed when a new episode drops.